But yo, people that stayed here.
This Kev.
Yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 310. I think.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. 310.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, you know what I mean? What is it? Tuesday? Finally getting to it, man. Listen, we was coming up on a month. I was like, all right, man, we gotta knock this out, man. Like, man, what's up with you? What's up with you, man?
I know. Bro, you already know what's up with me, son. My weekends have been cooked. Like, I'll start, like the day I'll start off, like, all right, like, think about it. Saturday, I had was it Sunday? Sunday, full intentions of coming out to your crib. I've been in your house. How long has it been since I've been in your house, Kev?
It's probably been a solid year.
That's what I'm saying.
The house looks different. Like, I'm saying, the house is different.
I fully understand that. That's where Sunday, I was supposed to come out to your house. I ended up going to the church event, and they asked me, first of all, let me just give a shout out to my wife, okay? Because she got me into passing out chips. That's what was supposed to happen. Pass out chips. Hey, Nadir, can you pass out chips? I'm getting this random text message. First of all, who are you? Second of all, how did I get in just asked to pass out chips? I looked right at the wife, and she just looked at me and smiled. I said, okay, I will pass out chips. We get to the church. We're sitting up. We get to the back where the chip station is at. There's a snow cone machine. There's a popcorn machine. And then there was a grill. I said, wow, you guys have all this stuff going on today, man. This is my section just to pass out chips. And I said, hold up. Who's grilling? They looked me right in my eyes and they said, you are. I said, wow, just like that, huh? So it went from me just passing out chips to then being on the grill. So they bring out the meat to cook on the grill. And bro, I haven't ate red meat. You know this. I haven't ate red meat in a solid 15 years. So I don't know if red meat is done or not, right? So they bring out the red meat. About 50 hamburgers, about 100 hot dogs. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give y'all about an hour and a half of my time to do this because I didn't sign up for this. I wasn't dressed for this, but I'm going to do it. Anyways, so I cooked the hamburger. Somebody may or may not have gotten a hamburger with just straight red in the middle. I mean, as red as Iron Man's body. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, listen, y'all got to take that. You got to hold it. And then here's the part that got me, though. There was a couple people that was there that literally was hovering over waiting for the hamburgers to be done. And they said, hey, I like mine medium well. I turned around, I looked that man right in his eyes, said, you're going to get this hamburger exactly how I cook it. Because I don't even know what medium well is. You're going to get this hamburger charred on both sides, and hopefully it's done in the middle. And they were okay. You know, they understood, like, y'all never been to a black cookout? Listen, the meat is done when it's done. All right? You can hover all you want. You're not going to phase me one bit.
Right.
And these kids just want hot dogs, man. Them kids don't want no hamburger. Why am I cooking hamburgers? So then I'm turning into that guy. Now I'm fussing at an event. Not to mention, we threw a surprise party for Pootie. She was turning 10. I had to be done at a certain time. So my goal was to go do the pod and then go home after. But I didn't expect to be cooking on the grill. None of those things happened. I ended up seeing you at the party literally 4 hours later. You looked in my eyes. And I'm going to tell you, I hadn't showered since that point of grilling.
I knew this for you,
No, you
from 8 o'clock in the morning. No, I did. You was like, hey, man, I was like, I don't know, dog.
You knew I was going to be on the grill? Did you know the grill was going to happen?
Yeah, listen, I knew that you were going to get caught up in that, whatever that was. I didn't know you was going to end up on the grill, but I knew you was caught up. I'm like, bruh, okay, so you're actually going, and then on top of that, I'm like, the kids thing is after church. Like, y'all not just going to leave. Like, brother, I had a plan. I don't know if you know.
I had an exit plan. I had Little Nadir. I let him borrow my car to go to the gym. And I was like, all right, I'm leaving as soon as Nadir's done in the gym. He can come pick me up. Bro, he called me because I didn't expect to get on the grill. He called me when he was done in the gym, and I literally was like, bro, just go home. I know I sounded so defeated to him. I know because I know he wanted to just come get him. I said, nah, Dad's hung up, bro. You go ahead. I'll see you at home. And that's when I went home.
Brother, listen, man. You was like, yeah, we gonna still do it. I was like, okay, bro. Yeah. I lay right on back down. Got to chilling. It was cold chilling, man. I was sitting there like, well,
I was upset. As soon as I saw it too, and she said you was at home waiting on me, I immediately got upset. He got free time.
I was waiting on you.
And I don't.
I was waiting on you.
Yeah, I know you are.
I knew. I already knew what time it was. I was like, nope, you're cooked. You're in that box, my boy. And the party was right after. That's why I was like, listen, bro. If we gonna get this done, man, we're gonna have to do it on Zoom. He was like, nah, I'm coming up, pulling up. I ain't been out there. I'm like, I hear you.
I wanted to. But if the grill didn't happen, I would have pulled up. I would have had at least 3 hours before the party to come home and clean up and do whatever we need to do with that.
Brother,
I blame the grilling.
You was working with your time like it was an Outlook. It ain't like that. You know what I mean? I understand. Like, I follow those blocks from, 7:30 to 4 as well. After that, brother, you in the wild, man. You know what I'm saying? You just along for the ride at this point, brother. Like, there ain't no making a plan after that. You where the wind takes you. You know what I mean?
No, that's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie. They knew who to try. Because me, I've been like, no. You passed out chips? Nah. I mean, you signed up. No, I didn't. I promise you I didn't. That's another person, man.
Bro, I started to. And that's the part of being married that I want people to understand. Sometimes as a husband, you can sign up for things that you never wanted to do. That's just what happens,
No,
man.
I can't.
Well,
listen.
I do. I did. And that's a lesson.
I saw a video on YouTube the other day, man. I was recommended a video. And like, I've always told you, like, I know I have a disagreeable personality. But I never ever heard any. Listen, I'm gonna send you the video, but I had never really heard anybody else like kind of make that point or kind of explain what that would be. But I'm like, yeah, I know, like I don't go along to get along at all. Period. And I watched this video. And I was like, man, this guy's got it to a T. Yeah, he's like, straight up, no. The answer is no, with a smile. And no explanation. None of that. Just no. You know what I mean?
And see, normally I am that way, man. And I think they got me with the kids, man. That's where they got me at. It's like, I can't say no to the kids. And then it just turned into something. I can. You're right. I can. And I will. Trust me. I'm going to let y'all know right now. It's like, you know, every deck of cards got a big joker in it, right? This was their big joker. They played it. This is it. This is the one time y'all played it, and you'll never get to play it again because going forward, the answer is going to be right, no. And I'm sorry. Who's going to be on the grill? Not this guy. I'm out of here.
Right.
All right.
Listen,
I can't do it.
Listen, I turned that boy on, got it started. I walked away like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I helped out. There you go. Boom. Somebody need to check on that food, though. I'll tell you that much. Somebody should probably check on that. I'm up out of there. I don't know what y'all was talking about. What y'all
watch them kids around that grill. It's hot now. Y'all watch them. I'm out.
Right, I'm gone. Matter of fact, I ain't even going to tell you that much. You should go look around, man. Where the Kev at? I don't know. I don't see his car no more, but the grill is on. The food is on it.
It was all bad, Kev. Sheree about to pass out because they had my baby passing out the food. And she's like, baby, I don't feel too good. I said, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, you better not pass out. Okay, no. You better not set the carpenter's back. You better get some water. Sit down. Yeah. You got your wife is passing out popsicles to us. I mean, they had us humping, bro. And
I love y'all's bleeding hearts, man.
I know. And I just banged out. I gave him an hour pause, and I'm out. Like, listen, I literally just left the grill. Like, hey, y'all take it easy. I'm leaving. Carpenters are out here, guys. With the kids, they got enough swimming in, and we banged out. And we was home in time to clean up and get ready. Then we get home, and I had bought a pool, and the pool, first of all, you got to put a pool on a flat surface. And I kept telling my wife, like, listen, this ain't going to work, babe. She's like, no, we can put it over here. This is flat. I said, okay. So I empty out the water, put it over in the other section. It wasn't flat. The water was draining out. We can put it over on this section. You sure? Yes, babe. Take the pool to another section. It start draining out. We'll put it on the deck. I put it on the deck, Kev, after dumping the water out for the second time. No, didn't work again. It drained out. Yeah. I said, look, babe, it's not going to work. She's so flustered because she has in her mind what she wants to happen at the party. I casually went to that garage, grabbed a sprinkler, threw it into that yard, and them kids had a ball. They ran to that sprinkler and had fun. So this could have been the plan the whole time. Not to mention my back was sore. It was all done. Yeah, I was cooked, bro. I was cooked Sunday, man.
Yeah. Listen, I already knew, man. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I was refreshed. I was. I
know you
cooling.
were. I know you were. You came in.
I was sitting back chilling.
I'll tell you the funny thing is when you came in and you had on a fit, I just looked at you. You just looked at me and I said, yeah. I was like, okay. That was the funniest day. The funniest part of the day, you just looked at me like, I got it on. I said, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I told you I was feeling refreshed. I was fresh and refreshed. But I stepped in there feeling good. I was like, but I felt for you because I'm like, man. What my prayer for you was that you didn't end up on the grill. I was like, man.
Oh, no.
Listen, it was a kid's party, man. It could happen.
It could have. But Sharita knew, like, going in. That's why we always do hot dogs. We do because we are smart. For our kids' birthday parties, you know what kids love? Hot dogs. Okay, you can't go wrong with them. Wrap them up in some aluminum foil, put them in the oven. They may or may not be cooked, but guess what? Kid ain't gonna know. Throw some ketchup on that boy.
The hot dog come cooked.
It's exactly. Cool. It comes cooked. Yeah.
It's come cooked. It's ready to go.
Yeah. So no, I wasn't gonna be on the grill for that. But Pootie had a good time. I'm glad y'all came. Got to see everybody. I started to put people in the closet to make it funner, but Sharita wouldn't let me. So, yeah, but it was fun, man. It was a good time. That sounds
like an offline conversation.
Yeah.
Gracious. Wow.
Yeah. Well, the week DAP was part of it. So.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it anymore, bro. Like
you were so pissed up.
I'm still a little hot about it. I was like, man, this don't make no sense.
I tell you, man, you just gotta leave that stuff alone, man. You said it best. Just leave the stuff alone. You know, and that'll make the dap stronger. And this I know we have a lot of side conversations. Y'all might not listen. As a man, you gotta give a strong dap. Okay,
you
cannot.
Other men won't respect you. No, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to. You know what I mean?
We've had offline conversations about people. Did you shake such and such's hand? Like, yo, he gave you a weak dap, didn't he? And we're talking about you. If you give weak dap, give strong dap, eye contact. You know what I mean? As a man, you got to do it, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or something, man. You got to throw a little razzle dazzle on it. But, man, listen, the weak dap to start off, it's like, man, listen, we starting off on the wrong foot. You know what I mean? Like,
it's the dead fish.
In the wrong. Yeah.
It's the flimsy dead fish dap. I feel like you're disrespecting me. But then I'm like, maybe you had no straightening growing up or something. I don't know. But
I don't know, man. But I can't do it, man. It literally upsets me a little bit.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, to the point, I almost don't want to be shaking hands with folks. It's like, man, no.
Give fist bumps.
I don't even know if you could take that. I don't want to break your little hand.
Yeah, I'll do that and just blame it on COVID. Like, I don't shake hands, man.
Yeah, look, did they see? Do you see that somebody else 5 seconds later? You know what I'm saying? Right, the next person like, oh,
yeah. Get your life together. All right, man. Well, shoot, let's start like we always do. What we've been playing. What you been playing, bro?
2K.
Really? That's it?
That's it. I ain't played Zelda, not even a little bit, man.
Really? You ain't finishing it?
Yeah. I didn't finish it. I haven't finished it. I know I'm getting pretty close, but every time I turn it on, I have this weird conundrum I find myself in where it's like, well, do I just go ahead and finish the game and let it be over, or do I just keep on exploring and just see what I can find? Because I know there's still a ton out there to find, but at the same time, it's like nothing really seems like it's that interesting to find anymore.
Yeah.
So
yeah, same boat I'm in. I think we talked about this the last time we did pod, which is almost a month ago. We were in the same boat. We can beat the game, but we're almost not afraid, but like sad to beat it. It's like we're kind of holding on to it because every time I power it on, I do the same thing. I'm just like, I can go beat the game, and I end up going and getting some more shrines that I need, but I'm getting close to getting done. I think I'm at about 140 shrines. Only got 20 left that I can get. So I've been just knocking all that out, man. But I don't know. Like I said, I need to finish it, just put it behind me, because I'm starting to venture off, play other games besides that.
What else you playing?
I've been playing NFL 2K5 of all things. So I end up funny. There's a group of people that actually updated the rosters of NFL 2K5 with all the updated rosters. I've been playing that like it just came out. And what gets me when I play it though is how bad Madden has been. Like, I know we talk about it. It's been a running joke on GamesMusicLyfe that Madden has been bad, and you may or may not have gotten payola a couple years ago because you liked it. But when you play NFL 2K5, and I next time we're together, I have it on the Steam Deck. I'm gonna let you play it. You take a look at what I'm talking about. But like the blocking, the tackling animations, the chess match that goes into football is still in that game. Whereas Madden has kind of jumped the shark a minute ago. But anyways, I've been playing the heck out of that. You know, I mean, I say play the heck. It's a good quick hitter to play on the couch when the wife is watching TV. That's what I've been playing. And actually, my family's been falling in love with The Cosby Show. That's all they've been watching. From like,
you might have to bleep that. I don't even know if we're allowed to talk about that.
We can talk about he got off, and then also it's just it was just a great. And it made me think about something too. Blackish is really just basically a remade Cosby Show, to where they transitioned it into Grownish, which in the Cosby Show they had different world and everything. Yeah, so that's what my family's been watching. So when we're on the couch, they're watching the Cosby Show. I'm playing 2K, NFL 2K5. Not beating Zelda yet. But that's all I've been playing, man. Really, there's nothing else really going. I know a lot of games are coming though. I'm trying to understand what's the whole hype about this Boulder Gate. I saw something that the dude was sleeping with a bear or something, and everybody was excited about it. I'm like, man, what's going on here, man? What's going on with video games these days, man?
Yeah, listen, I ain't saying nothing about none of that. All I know is that Mortal Kombat 1 on the way, and I can't wait.
Yeah,
that looks good. It's going down. That looks good. Did you watch any of, what is it, Dream Fest or DreamCon or whatever this past weekend? They was playing it. Whew, it looks good.
It looks good?
It's real good. Yeah, and then what we got, Starfield coming out in September.
Starfield's coming. There's an RPG that's coming out I want to check out too. I think it's going to be on Game Pass, and I can't remember the name of it. It's I'm trying to find it here. But it's supposed to be pretty good too. There's a lot of like indie games that are coming that's supposed to be pretty good. That I'm really interested in. And then there's, like I said, there's a couple games that are coming that are like indie, and then there's that Starfield that's coming, and then this other one. I can't remember the name of it. But anyways, there's games coming, man. That
man,
seems
it's
like
always
there's games
1,000 games coming out, man. I don't play half of them. It's still a ton of games that I need to play. I need to play that Harry Potter still.
I know.
I need to,
did you play the Star Wars game?
No, I haven't. That's another one I need to play. I need to get in and play that. I need to buy it.
Okay. Sea of Stars is the
EA
game.
Pass or whatever.
Sea of Stars. It's coming out on
Stars.
Xbox and PlayStation. It's 8-bit anime, but I mean not anime. 8-bit animation. It's RPG. I know this is on Jay. I know Jay will get it, but I don't know if it'll be up your bag. You don't like fantasy.
Yeah, no. I'm staying far, far away from that. That game. I'm putting it on record right now. That game is Zura. Yeah, it sounds like some garbage.
Yeah, I know.
We got Starfield and MK1 coming out. You gonna tell me about some 8-bit side scroller? Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
I know. I wonder what games I really like. I know you always say I don't like open world games, but isn't Starfield supposed to be open world? So I think that one's gonna be one I'll play too. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I'm still convinced. You haven't played some of the greatest games of the last 2 generations. And it's absolutely insane. The fact that you've never played Grand Theft Auto 5, crazy.
It's on Game
You haven't
Pass
played
now,
any
too.
of the Red Deads, absolutely nuts.
Nope.
Bro, you've never played Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. What's the one that you and Jay played that you like? Was it Fallout?
Fallout. That's a Bethesda game.
But
that's the reason people are hyped for Starfield.
Okay, that's people. Okay, so it's a possibility I might not.
Man,
like
you
Starfield.
never played Skyrim, did you?
No. And you know what? Skyrim is the one game I own on multiple systems. Have never played it.
Bro, I think it's pretty valid to say that you don't like open world games, man. Open world stories. Yeah, you don't really rock with that. So, yeah. And I think it's just too much of a time commitment, which is weird because you're sinking so much time into Zelda.
Yeah, I think it's just a story. A lot of times, man. Like sometimes I dive into a story and bro, I don't know. With Zelda's a bit different. I don't know. I think with Zelda I've been conditioned to play Zeldas for so long.
Zelda's story is trash. Let's just keep it a bean. It's not great. But when you play Red Dead 2, man, that is one of the greatest pieces of video game cinema of all time. And
yeah,
you played it for 2 days and was like, mid.
Yeah, it was too much. You understand, Kev. I can be getting stressed at these games, man. I'll be playing them and I'll be feeling like I'm really in the game, man. I'll be like, I can't handle that level of stress. I think that's what it comes down to. What's the not Grand Theft? What's the Metal Gear Solid? I didn't like all the sneaking. I didn't like the fact that if I could, yeah, I didn't like that, man, because I want to be able to go. That's probably why I like Gears of War so much. I didn't like all the sneaking around, and then if I get caught, then the mission's over. I got to start over again, but. There was sneaking in BioShock Infinite, and I loved it in there. But I didn't like it. That was at the end. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like it. I got through it because I was so far in, so I got to keep going. But if that had been the base of the game early on, I probably would have bailed on that too.
Is BioShock Infinite still a good game?
The story is.
Is it?
Yeah. What do you mean? Is it? Kev, we both talked about it.
It was cool. It was cool, but now I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to wonder a little bit now, man.
Why?
I don't know. If I replayed that game today, I wonder if I would still find it intriguing compared to especially the games I've played since then. Well, would that game still be able to hold my attention?
I don't think it's fair to say that because it really held. Yeah, I think it would. Let me say that, but I don't think it's fair for you to say that only because that game ushered in a whole new genre, not genre, but storytelling in games. Levine was touted as one of the GOATs at that point. The string theory behind. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying the story behind it, you just still played it. That was the part that got us. Now the animation and all that, that'd been something we may or may not have said, I'm off it on now. But the story was still dope, man. You'd enjoy it. I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna rewatch. I might rewatch the actual story and see if I still think it's fire. I'm telling you, see, you never played Red Dead. That's why I can't really bounce that idea off of you or that concept. When you play a game that immersive, now I'm thinking back on BioShock Infinite. I'm like, was that actually a good game?
Did Red Dead come out?
I've never repeated it.
Did the first Red Dead come out before BioShock?
First Red Dead came out 360 PlayStation 3 era, so I'm not sure if it came out before. I think it might have been after, but even still.
Yeah. No, it was before because BioShock was on Xbox.
Yeah.
They weren't?
Yeah.
It came after then. I don't know.
Are we talking about BioShock Infinite?
Yeah, Infinite.
Infinite was towards the tail end of the 360 era. And then, but I want to say Red Dead 1 came out before that. I mean, this is all stuff we could look up. We could verify, but it doesn't really matter. This is another game that I wonder if I could revisit is that Borderlands. Like you used to play that like crazy, but you gave up on it for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't think we now that one I agree with you. And the only reason why I say with that is it became super repetitive, and the story just wasn't good. Borderlands was just good because of the shading, the cell shading, and then also because it was nothing like, and it was a looter shooter, so it was like kind of addicting. You know what I'm saying? But the story was kind of bizarre, man. So you don't even remember the story. Like I don't remember it either. You know, plus you could play co-op. That was nothing.
I never finished none of the Borderland games. I never finished any of them, but I remember playing them and I thought they were fun. But I never actually finished any of them. But I remember that used to be a jam. Man.
They had a lot of. It was a quick hitter. I would put it on and play. Plus it was co-op. Like I said, it was something I could play with the homies. So it was like you could have up to 3 people playing.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing we got to discuss. Is co-op dead?
Yes. Absolutely. Co-op might have been the death of the Xbox. You know what I mean? Because, like, remember, that was their thing. That's what they put all their eggs into the basket, was wanting to get everybody together to play. And then you started seeing how toxic everybody was. And it's like, I really don't want to do this no more. Meanwhile, when you had all the games on PlayStation with stressing storytelling and having those IPs and setting it up with your God of Wars, your I forget the other ones that were on there, but that was the problem with Xbox. Gears of War had a good story, at least I thought. You hated it, but it also tied more into the multiplayer.
The story was fun. Dom was just a trash AI, man. Like, that was the worst. That was the worst thing ever.
But see, I played with, and we talked about this before, but Dom was actually a playable character when I played. So it wasn't like it was just Dom. I played with somebody. But no, I do think that the co-op in gaming has kind of killed it, because we think about it, there hasn't been any co-op games since, really. Like, what has been the last game that's like, oh, we'll play co-op besides Destiny? And I gave up on that too.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You know, I'm starting to realize I don't think I really like online gaming at all anyway.
That's
like,
another
it
part.
kind of sucks. Like,
yeah.
I mean, except for Duty, which we never play, but
true, because there's stupid
most
updates,
games suck.
Man. Well, think about it though. Online gaming and co-op go hand in hand, no?
No, not necessarily, because I mean, you could be, playing versus.
Well, I mean, I guess you could, but think about the games that require online gaming. We don't play any of them. Apex Legends is supposed to be a big one. Overwatch. I still don't know what the hell's going on in Overwatch. That's why I don't ever play it. It looks pretty, and I want to play it, but every time I boot it, I've downloaded that game a couple times and uninstalled it immediately after I do it, because I'm like, I don't know how to play this. I don't know what the base of it is. I don't know if what I'm supposed to be doing. Is it capture the flag? What is it not? And I immediately abort the mission, man.
I got you. I mean, Fortnite's still holding it down.
True. That might be the one. And you liked Fortnite when you was playing.
I do like Fortnite. That is the rare exception, is that I like Fortnite. And I like it because you could just... This is where I think co-op or multiplayer died, is like nobody wants to talk in the lobbies anymore.
That's very true. Because everything
I don't.
No, I know we don't. I mean, when me and you play Zombies, which we had a ball. I would love to get back into that. It was literally just you and I talking. We might as well have recorded the podcast while we did it. We was just shooting stuff, talking.
Facts.
But even when we was like, let's open up the lobby and play with other people, we argued with some cats and it became a little fun. But the reason why is because there was so much toxicity going on. I don't want to hear none of this, man. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear all this craziness that goes on in here, man.
Especially when I could just start a party and talk with the homie. Right. It's like, sit up here and talk. But you know how I feel about internet friends anyway.
You feel about friends, period, Kev. If you're not vetted, or if you're not a family member, you're not ever getting Kev. Although I will say though, over the time, I remember I used to give you crap about this. I have adopted your mantra in that. Like, I am the meme you sent me before. You was like, "Can I have your Facebook?" He's like, "No, absolutely not." Like, yo, that hit home so much. Like,
like, nah, not at all, man. Like, listen, when I get LinkedIn requests, I'll be like, I definitely don't post nothing on there. It's like,
no, I don't either. But LinkedIn is such a weird place, man.
It is. It's so nasty.
It is so nasty. I mean, LinkedIn is the one place that I can get recruited for the Army, recruited for a coding boot camp, get recruited for joining a TED Talk, like all these things going on. I don't even know who these people are, man. Like, you don't know me.
You ain't worked with in 20 years trying to reconnect.
Exactly.
You like, get lost, man.
Yeah,
like, I left you at that job, man. Like, it's over. Sorry. Your watch is done. It's
such a weird place, man. But so about the Microsoft and Activision thing. So it went through. Blizzard is now going to get owned by Microsoft, and now people are trying to fight it. What does this mean? What do we think is going to come from this? Nothing. I don't think so either. I don't even care. That's the thing. Like, I don't really care. And I think maybe because we own at this point, does everyone own both, either Xbox or PlayStation? Do they own both? They probably own PlayStation. There's no reason to really buy an Xbox unless you want to do Game Pass maybe. But even then, it's like
Game Pass been kind of lacking. Very.
I told you I hover over that cancellation all the time. I don't know why I still have it. Oh, I know I have it because Pootie plays it. That's why I got it.
Okay. Yeah. Now I will say that did come in the clutch when I had my god kids, because it's like, hey, listen, just play these games, you'll be fine.
Yeah. But it really isn't any games on there that makes you want to play it. But to answer the question, I piggyback on what you're saying. I don't think it means anything, man. I really don't.
PlayStation keep on getting Call of Duty. It's all good.
They will. I think what the big thing was, which everyone was up in arms about, was that in order for it to be like Call of Duty, for instance, PlayStation is going to have to give Activision Blizzard their dev kits, and they don't want Xbox to steal their dev kit ideas in order to have their next console. So that was the whole reason why Sony didn't want it to happen, because Call of Duty is that big of an IP. But I'm like, really had to ask myself, and I'll ask you this too: is Call of Duty? It might be done for Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's one of those games, man, where it's like it's never actually done. Like Madden should have been done years ago, but it keeps going.
Yeah, but Madden only has an NFL license. Once that license gets to somebody else, then they can get some fair competition. Madden will be up out of here. They literally have been control V, and then changing the 5 to a new number every year. Mm-hmm. It's literally been the same. And it's don't pee on me and tell me it's raining. That's the thing with Madden. Just tell me it's the same game, man. Just make it subscription based at this point. So
they really should.
They really should, man. At this point. So you don't think Call of Duty is done, or you think it's gonna keep going?
It's gonna keep going, man. Call of Duty might be forever, bro. Like it just is what it is. Like, I mean, Fortnite cooled down, but it's still Fortnite, man. It's still people playing all the time. It's still tons of people playing Call of Duty. Like, at this point, it's so just ingrained in us to play that new duty.
I know.
It just kind of is what it is, man. 2K, Madden, Duty.
Yeah. I will say Duty is the one game that it comes out every year, and I know it's coming. And I know it's not going to be that much different. They put some new maps with those zombies on it, and they get my $69.99 every year. I literally, I just buy it, Because I know it's like that odd chance that – because I will say this, though. That odd chance that you and I will get on and create a memory and have fun. Because we've done it with almost every Duty. Now, mind you, we don't play it anymore, but pretty much every one – you just got to
get back on the game.
Bro, but that requires time, Kev, and I want to. And that requires, yeah, you're right. We just need to do it. It sounds like a easy fix, but I don't know. We'll do it. We'll do it. So Nintendo, they are rumored to have a new console second half of 2024. You didn't care one bit when I sent you this story.
Nah,
you don't care now.
They better come with it if they want to be competitive, because Steam Deck and all these other handhelds are shutting the game down. And it's getting better and better. So it's like, Nintendo, you got to come with it. Because, I mean, technically, you ain't doing nothing on that Switch that I can't do over there, too. So,
bro, I've told you this many times, man. The best version of the Nintendo Switch is the Steam Deck. That is the best version of the Nintendo Switch. I literally do everything on that Steam Deck. I keep advocating for it. I know you haven't found a use case for it yet, but I'm telling you, man, it is the best Nintendo Switch ever.
I can't justify dropping the coins.
I know.
It's like, yeah.
I
got Yeezys to buy, man. I don't know.
There you go. You get anything today?
Nah, man. We just on the prowl. We waiting to see what drops. I don't know if anything will end up dropping tonight or if raffles will open, but I'm looking out.
Gotcha. I tell you, man. Every time I see you lately, you've been on a dunk kick lately. Every time I see you, got a new pair of dunks. So I got some things
SBs though. That's the only. That's what I'm saying. We gotta make sure we differentiate SBs.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I'm definitely dunks. That's like Jordan mids. I will say, man, have you seen one thing at the party too at Pootie's party? I've seen a lot of Jordan mids, and it was some kids. They don't know. You're right. It was. I just kept looking at them and say, "Never my kids." Not once would it ever happen. Nah,
hey, man.
Never.
Hey, they just don't know.
Never.
They see it. They're like, yeah, that's what it looked like. That's what I want.
Right. That's not it at all. All right, man. So listen, this Harden trade, nothing's happened. He's not been traded. He's still on the Sixers. Is he going to play for the Sixers this year?
I don't know. That's tough to say.
Yeah.
They still got plenty of time to get a deal done.
True.
Anything can happen. They're waiting to see where all the chips fall, even though it seems like all the chips already fell.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe San Antonio might be like, hey, holla at us, man. You know what I mean? We ain't that far off from Houston, man. We get your private jet. Come play with Wemby. Come feed the ball to Wemby.
You're right. You know what? I like Harden's game. I love him in Philly. I wish he would just stay there. You know, being that they got a new coach now, I think that he should just stay. Doc is going to ESPN since they fired everybody, so he'll probably be there forever. If I had my way, I would want him to just stay in Philly. I think they could make it work. I
can see that. I mean, but who else was trying to get him? Wasn't the Clippers making a push for him? Because don't go to Houston.
Well, no, don't go to Houston because that's the end of his career. But he says, well, rumor has it he wants to be in a Clipper, and that's what they're trying to make work. They said that Paul George is on a trading block for a little bit, not to go to Philly, but just to free up some money in order to get, because they'd had to move Paul George and then be able to get James Harden. But I don't know, man. I
don't feel like that's a great trade. Like, I mean, it is. You get better, but I think you need Paul George there as well. Yeah. Harden might got to take. Did he? Is he doing a sign and trade? He already re-signed with the Sixers. Just planning to do a sign and trade.
Yep. Has to be a sign and trade.
So it's like, man, you're already gonna make the cap hurt wherever you go. So yeah, it's tough. Somebody got to take less.
Yeah, that's why I think he's gonna end up staying. And I don't think that'd be a bad thing for him. I think it'd be the best for his career to stay in Philly. You know, because they can't. I mean, because Embiid's lazy. I've said this before. I think he's very lazy, and I think they can use each other, Pauls, and make each other better. I think so. Well, I don't know.
Philly fans is ruthless, man.
Nah, it's not about being. It's not that. It's just James Harden, man. Have you ever I know that's your guy, but he's so good that he can elevate Embiid's game, because Embiid. The reason why I'm so hard on Embiid, you can't average 29 for the season and average 23 in the playoffs. I'm sorry, you just can't. As much as we give crap to Bron about things, he wasn't hurt, man. He's just lazy. He's lazy, man. For real, Embiid's just lazy. But I want more for him. And I think he could do it. I really do. I think he could do it.
Just like I said, the process. He MVP.
At this point, the process is cooked. The process been over. The process is this is it. You know what I mean? You got to make it work, man. Tobias Harris is what he is. You know, they want to trade him every offseason. He ain't the problem. Maxey is good. You got something to build on there. And they could be okay, man. But these trades have just been kind of silly. And then you look at the Dame trade. Like, he asked for a trade finally, which I kind of understand why he did it. But he said he only wants to go to Miami. So much so Silver is calling about tampering and all that. It's like, man, like, I don't know. Like, do you trade for Dame?
If you're Miami, I mean, if you don't got to give up much, if all you're giving up is Tyler Hero, then yeah, why not?
Yeah. Maybe that wasn't enough for Portland. If I'm Portland, I'll just do him a solid, man. Take what you can get and move on.
No. You in the contract, man. Come hoop, bruh.
I'm gonna tell you what messed it up.
Come put butts in seats, man.
I know. But I'm gonna tell you what messed it up was that Gobert trade. When Gobert got 4 number ones for that trade for Minnesota, that messed up everything, because everybody thought that is the standard now, and that shouldn't happen. I mean, you look at what's my man's name? Poole. He got traded for CP3 and a bag of chips, man. He didn't get, they just want to move on from it, which I don't understand too. What's up with Poole and Poole's daddy and Draymond Green? How did this even become a story again?
Man, Poole's dad, he couldn't keep his name out the media, man. He wanted to be, you know what I mean? He wanted to be in the mix, baby. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Start showing up in bright colored suits.
Did he make his son look weak by doing that?
I don't know. Listen, all I know is that Jordan Poole will soon be forgotten, because they sent him to the land of no return.
Yeah.
Who is on the Washington Wizards besides Kyle Kuzma? Matter of fact, is Porzingis? Did he get traded to the Celtics? Have they finally settled that? Mm-hmm. That's a good team right there. That's a real good team right there. I'm happy he got up out of Washington, because, man, that is where your career goes to rot. Nothing good happens for the Washington Wizards or the Orlando Magic. Like, I'm very, very sorry. I don't know why the Magic let go of Bol.
I don't know. But he signed with, Phoenix for the vet minimum?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I hope his talent gets unlocked. Let him get a shot, man. I really do.
He's just there to you know what I'm saying, try to line up against Wemby. That's it. Anything else is extra. Anything else is extra. It's fine. It's no problem.
Well, that's what I mean. Not crapping on Wemby, but Bol looked like he was Wemby to me. Like,
that's how I always felt too when I would see clips of Bol doing his thing. It's like, man, it seemed like he got a lot of tools in his bag, especially 7'2", 7'3". Like, you know what I mean? He's lanky. It looked like he got a lot of tools in his bag, but clearly these teams are seeing something different, man, and they got to see a whole lot more of him than I do.
Yeah, true. True, they definitely get. But I will say with Wemby, the thing that I think he'll have a biggest impact is on the defensive end. That's the thing. He seems like he's just anything goes in the air, he's going to go get it. So, whereas Bol seems he's more guard oriented. But yeah. So the market is what it is. But speaking of the market, NFL running backs, they were upset they weren't getting paid. They had a Zoom meeting talking about they want to talk about their salaries, and your boy Saquon Barkley was on that meeting, and then immediately the next day he signed his contract with the Giants.
He was like, franchise tag, absolutely not. 1 year deal, bad. Yo, the money was basically the same.
It was like $1 million more, but it was just a guaranteed 1 year, which I don't understand because the franchise he got paid what, $10 million. And then the 1 year deal was $11 million, so he made $1 million more. I guess it's $1 million. But my thing is he was trying to do in solidarity with the other running backs, but he folded so quick. The next day he folded.
Man, if he was trying to do the deal, he might as well just be like, "Hey man, listen, hey franchise tag me, but I'm gonna act mad, okay? Like just throw the franchise tag on there, and I'm gonna throw a fit. But it's all good though. It's all good actually.
Yeah.
But man, listen,
I'm gonna tell you, man. Go ahead. Sorry. No, I'll say this time of year, man, like there's nothing going on sports wise. I saw highlights of pickleball the other day, and I said, you know what, something needs to happen. Somebody needs to fight. Something needs to happen.
Well, I got 2 points for you. That's not true because man, I watched that Crawford Spence fight. Woo, man, there was something going on. But before we get to that, go ahead. Running back is going to be an undervalued position from here on out, unfortunately, because it's like, man, listen, guys just don't last. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
They'd rather move on from you than give you a big contract.
Here's what I'll say, though. They need to change, because remember Debo was trying to not be classified as a running back so he can get his paper. And they classified him as a wide receiver / running back. And that's how he ended up getting the money that he got. Christian McCaffrey, the same thing. The problem that happens with the money with running backs is where you got these bell cow backs. Even with Derrick Henry is a different. He's pretty much a rhinoceros with shoulder pads on. So he's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like he's the one guy that gets the ball. I'm like, listen, I would not want to tackle that dude. I'd make a business decision. But a lot of these bell cow backs like Ezekiel Elliott and some other cats I can't think of right now. But when you expect so much cap towards them, especially when the quarterback's eating up so much of the cap, why would I do this for a running back, to your point, when I could just pay one of these young boys vet minimum, use them in the same way, and be done with them, you know?
Basically the same production or close to.
Exactly.
Know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. You know, the Eagles had Miles Sanders, which I loved him last year, but they ended up letting him go. He got paid by, I want to say, not Detroit, somewhere else. But anyways, we flipped that contract into our running back room is stacked right now. Production-wise, all those guys equal almost more than Miles Sanders, and we're saving like $10 million. So, you know, it makes sense, man.
It's tough to justify, which is unfortunate, but, you know,
hey,
the game is the game. But now, boy, how did you – listen, I tried to send you the link, too. My bad.
I got it.
My bad.
I know. I'd have called you when I got that bad.
You saw the bubble, didn't you? Like, I typed it up and everything. I thought I sent it. And then you was like, oh, okay, I got it. So after the fight, I went and looked up, like, oh, man, the message never sent. I was like, all right, well.
Yo, you know I'd have called you if it got to that point. But here's the thing with boxing, though, right? I didn't know anything about this fight. I knew about each boxer individually to some degree. I knew Spence had gotten into a accident or something, so I didn't know anything about them as boxers. Let me say that. And the thing with boxing is leading up to the fight, you got all these theatrics that go on. I mean, I'm seeing cats getting stolen in the back. I'm seeing, you know, fighting happen at the press conference and everything. So it got to the point like the hype got me, but I'm not paying the $89, whatever it is. So I end up finding it in a way and watching it. And by golly, the person I thought was going to win did not. I went to the bar, right? The person I thought was going to win did not win. Okay, and it wasn't
really
close.
Oh,
no.
See.
Well, the reason being is because everything I heard of, once again, to my sister-in-law, she told me about Spence, and that was her person. I'm like, all right, Spence, I'm gonna roll with Spence because she watches boxing, and I'm like, yo, he got beat very bad.
See, so you didn't watch what was it, Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford? Then that's when I knew. That's when I knew. Because listen, Porter was a dog. Like Porter's real good. He gave him a better fight than Errol Spence did. But man, still seeing Bud in there against Porter, I was like, okay, this dude the truth. Yeah. Man, I was like, I think Crawford might get this guy a long night tonight.
Really?
Watched the first round. At first, I'm like, okay, Spence coming with it. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like Crawford, I don't want to say he was timid, but he was kind of waiting, looking for his shots. But Spence was letting him fly. His feet was looking good. He moving around. I'm like, okay, he letting him fly. Then it was about 50 seconds left in the first round. Next thing I know, Crawford just started throwing them, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with a little 2-3 piece. I was like, "Ooh, okay, it's gonna be a fight." And I'm starting to see, okay, Spence gassing. That second round opened up. That's when I knew when Spence wasn't getting through no more, and Crawford was just tagging him. Once that knockdown was landed, I was like, "Oh, this is over. This is a wrap."
Well, that's when I tuned in. I tuned in literally like 30 seconds before the knockdown happened. I was like, "Wow, he got knocked down. My pick was wrong." And then from that point on, it was a landslide, man. It was a landslide. Well,
I mean, he was lucky the ref saved him. He was looking bad out there. Like I could tell, Lee leg was locking up, man. He was wobbly. His punches didn't really look like they had no power behind him no more. I was like, it's about to be a long. And Crawford was just out there, just waiting and baiting.
Bro, for the second knockdown, did you notice how Crawford, he like stuck his tongue out like he knew what was coming and he knew what he was going to counter it? Boxing is such a great sport. I never could do it, but he knew he was going to hit him with a power shot when he did, like stuck his tongue out, and as soon as dude threw the lean in, Crawford ducked it and then hit him with a hard shot, and that's when he knocked him down for the second time. And then he proceeded to keep hitting his face. And the question I have for you, though, seeing that you did watch some Spence fights before, has he always talked like that? Because he sounded like he was either on drugs or he was like punch drunk, even after the fight.
Nah, man, he from Houston, baby.
Okay, so he's Houston. That's
it.
Houston. Okay, all right, that's what it is. All right, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because he didn't sound right.
Good. He's all good. You know what I mean? Nah. He's cool.
I do like he gave it up, though. Even today when I saw him on, they posted it. He was like, I gave it up. The better man won.
Hey, man, I mean, what was you really going to say? Because it wasn't like, oh, he snuck me with a clean one. It's like, nah. Yeah. I mean, y'all, it went 9 rounds, man. And you wasn't winning, and in none of them. So,
right.
Yeah, nah. You know what I'm saying? Just stand on that. And you get your rematch. You get your chance. I don't know. 6 months kind of quick. It's kind of a quick turnaround.
Listen, does he want to step back in there?
You might want to get a little tune-up fight, man. You know what I mean? Go beat on the trash can real quick.
I saw that when they said they had a rematch clause, and I read that too. It's like, he got to sign up for this in 6 months. Like,
I was like, 6 months, man. Ain't a lot of time, man.
Stay off that block. You know?
Christmas right around the corner, baby. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You made a big bag. You made a big bag, man. Just go home, man. You know, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Listen, we try this again next July, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, get your little trash can tune up, man. In January, get your confidence back up, and then go see man's next year.
But the way he beat him like that, though, Kev, do you think 6 months or you think a year would matter?
It's a whole lot better than 6 months. 6 months definitely ain't gonna be enough.
That was a bad beating, though. He beat him bad. He beat him up, man. Like everybody's putting the Martin memes up and everything. And listen, I'm no fighter. Terrence Spence, whatever your first name is,
all
I
respect.
don't want no problems.
Hey, I respect him. Bro. He stayed on his feet, man. He kept fighting. The ref had to stop it, so I gave him his respect.
He was pissed off that the ref stopped it.
Yeah, so he was a warrior about his, man, and at no point did he slack off, man. He kept doing what he could do, but it just wasn't nothing he could do. That was the problem.
Right. It was hard. Bolo shots. Like, it was just like, I was like, man, he's getting hit very hard. Like,
yeah. But I love that because it's like boxing back. He was punching him in the back of the head a lot, but it was like you were falling down. What else? Like, he was already swinging. You know, back of your head just showed up.
It was just in the way.
You know what I'm saying? He tried to hit you on the chin, but you was falling forward, man.
Right. Get your chin up. Let me hit you in the chin again. You know, like, that was bad. And it sucks because I don't know boxing like I used to. Like, the heavyweight division was my division. When Tyson was in and you had him out there. So I understood that even when Floyd fought, it was more of a the sport of boxing. You didn't see nobody get knocked out. Like, them two dudes last night, man, they was throwing them things, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I agree with you. If it's gonna be I would definitely want to watch a rematch, just not in 6 months. Not
6 months. That just don't feel like it's long enough, man.
Nah,
a year minimum.
Yeah, at that point, it's like we got to look out for the betterment of the health of this person. 6 months, I get you want to go back out there, but no, I'm like Apollo Creed's ring, throw in the damn towel. That's what's happening. But listen, hey man, so what's up with the baby, man? His tour dates got canceled, low ticket sales. What's up with touring? Is touring not the same, or do you think it's anything above this, or what's is this even a story?
Listen, first I think you said the baby, but I'm sure you mean Lil Baby because the baby got nothing going right now. Yeah,
what's up with him, man?
Whew, man, I don't know. I've not seen a fall off happen, and that's no disrespect, but it's just, wait, man. Like, he was on top of the world one day, next week people decided no more.
Yeah,
and he can't catch a break now. Or he can't catch a hit, I should say.
Well, that song was trash. That song I sent you, that song was bad. So it's
keep trying.
I think it starts with making good music. I think, or maybe the powers that be just don't want him to be a part of it anymore. Because I still am trying to figure out with this Ice Spice girl. I'm trying to figure out, like, Kev, she makes the same song.
Hey, man,
literally,
cute.
it starts
That's
the same thing. And I know
Hey,
she's
man.
not there for music. I get all that. I understand that point.
Listen, 14-year-old girls, man, like it's like the music is cute. You know what I mean? That's all you can really say. It's cute.
14-year-old
She
girls
got
are
a
listening
cute
to
little-
Ice Spice?
Come on now, like
I'm locking my computers down.
Yeah,
I
I'm
bet
just
they
saying,
better-
man, you gotta. We just gotta live in reality. Come on, man. 14 is high school age. Like,
Okay, all right. So you say it like that. All right, that makes sense. All right.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like that's a strong consumer base, man. They'll come out to your little concerts and your shows, and they want to sing the songs. Like, you know what I mean? It's relatable. Like, it's cute. It's like the Barbie thing.
Yeah, okay. I still don't understand the Barbie thing. So hold on, back to the baby though. Little baby. I keep saying the baby.
Little baby.
Little baby. He fell off like this, and
don't
it
think he
seems
fell
like
off.
you don't think he fell off? What is
He
it?
fell
Is it the machines up behind him? Like what's going on?
It's a lot of shows going on right now, man. They
It
cost a
is.
lot of money. Beyonce.
That's very true.
She has put buckshot in the side of the rest of these shows.
That is
her
it.
tickets $500, $600, $700, $800, and people are paying it gladly.
Yeah.
They're happy to pay.
Shoot, to
Drake
the
out
point
here
where-
on tour right now.
Yeah, and they're
tough.
calling his tickets. They're calling his tickets a discount, and they're like $300. I mean, Lil Lady was telling me that. I was like, $300 for a ticket? Bet I don't.
Facts. That's facts. Me and the wife wanted to go, man. I looked at them ticket prices for where I would find acceptable to sit. And I was like, nah, you know what I mean? I had to make a business decision.
Nah.
I can't be buy it all gang on this, man. I can't buy all
No.
of it.
No, I think, and I know the people that are going are giving their last to go, or maybe they're not. But like, I gotta feel has concerts just passed me? Am I just past that time?
I don't think so. But it's just outrageous. I can't spend the guap. Like, I've
Nah,
been to
I
enough
can't.
concerts to know what to expect. The value, it just ain't there.
Well-
Once I'm paying $1,000, $1,200 to go to
Yeah.
a concert,
Yeah.
I'm not getting my value. I'm not getting return on an investment there.
Absolutely not for a moment. Like where I can
$200, we rocking.
$200 is fine, but like you said, $1,200. Man, I'm thinking the whole time this is at least 5 pair of shoes. I can't do
Facts.
this. You know what I'm saying? I can hold on to these and flip them later. You know, but there's no way I can just sit it for a moment. Drake, Aubrey, I don't know. I need to come spend a night at the compound for a couple nights for $1,200. Like you got to me alone. I'm not bringing my wife.
What's the last concert you actually went to?
Ooh, last concert. It was a gospel. It was when me and Shrita went to Philly.
No, I mean like a fun one. Like, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
it's damn a phone. You're an idiot. Let's see.
Hey, man, just gotta keep it real, man. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean. Wow. I really don't remember the last concert I've been to.
Exactly, man.
I really don't.
Like, yeah, but like first of all, concerts are a scam because it's like, man, you show up on time, parking's always horrendous. You walk in there, some DJ is just up there just playing music, man. It's just real crowded. You just trying to find your seat. You get in your seat. Now all these people were like walking in front of you, they walk in front of you, they find their seat, and then they walk back out. It's like, brother, you should got your drink before you found your seat. Now,
Right.
I mean, now you
Yeah.
just keep, you know what I mean? Like, you're rubbing up on me. I'm
You're
feeling away.
You're ruining my experience.
Ruining it.
You know.
And then, you know,
ruining
now
it.
I got to stand on my feet for 2-3 hours waiting for the main act to come out. Maybe somebody opening up that I like. Probably not. And I've got to sit through this
Right.
garbage and act like I'm excited. The arena like still filling up, still a bunch of traffic. Then the person that you came to see finally show up. They do an hour, and then they're out of
Right.
there.
Then
I
they're
will
out of there.
say, I went to Chappelle not too long ago, and Erykah Badu had a set after Chappelle.
Oh wow.
Yes, I will give her props because she performed for a solid 2 hours and probably more because we ended up just leaving because it was like,
Oh, wow.
okay, like she's just not going to stop. Like she's been performing forever. We saw a show before she started.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. It's been we've been here 5 hours. I'm ready to go. But she rocked it, held it down. But concert experience overrated for what they're trying to charge these days.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That's why I look at those ticket prices. I'm like, no, bet I don't. Bet I don't. It won't happen. I start to think sometimes if maybe music is just oversaturated. It's too much right now.
Rap
you know,
music
you say rap music is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
real
think so
bad.
too. And that's where I kind of like it kind of bring the topic of the Nas album because I was listening to it and it came and went. I'm not even lying. And I think that it just might have been too many. Like I think this might have been the one where just like this one shouldn't have happened. And the cherry on top was that 50 verse. Because by God, like I'm listening to it.
15 years too late.
Yeah, like when I heard the verse, I immediately thought of 50 on the halftime show. And he was hanging from the thing, and he was just he's like looked like 75 Cent. Like, yo, come on, man. Like, rap might have passed by. It might have been done. So this Nas album, I felt, because even when we talked about it when it dropped, I'm like, okay, a little bit of excitement for about a good 2 minutes. I was excited, and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna hear, because the last two projects from him and Hit Boy were pretty good, but this one it's like it just wasn't needed, man. It just wasn't really anything to write home about.
I was surprised to see that he keeps on putting out albums. Like, I mean, he's been consistent. Like, every few months he's dropping a project. So
yeah,
I don't know what's up with him, man. I don't know what's up with him. But I didn't
Bills
listen.
Due? It can't be Bills Due. My man's
can't be Bills Due. He might just be bored, man. Like,
True.
now he's having fun with the music, and that's great.
Yeah,
I'll get around to listening to it at some point. But I had to listen to that Travis first. I had to see what to talk about. I'll tell you what, that Uzi came and went. I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it wasn't what people expected. It wasn't. I know you gave it some kudos because he took a chance, but was the music good though? And that's where I think it landed on. Was it a good rock album to you?
I mean,
see, yeah.
I listened to say I listened, and I was like, okay, well, I heard it.
See, I know when Lil Nadir listened to it, his feelings was hurt. He's like, Dad, I don't even know what this is, and that's what I was, and I was like, all right, that tells me a lot. But even if it's a rock album, I'll give it a shot. But I still I never listened to it, so I took your word for it.
Nobody's talking about it. Like, that album's over with. How are you feeling about Travis?
I thought it was good. I thought it was okay. I didn't like it better than I liked Astroworld. I thought the production was. I mean, Travis he can make music, man. I have no doubt that he can make a good album. Like it'll sound good sonically. I know I hate using that term. It did sound good sonically, but was he saying anything? Which is always my gripe with Travis sometimes, is like he has a bunch of artists on there. And I think maybe that might be what it is. The artists are filling the void for him not saying anything. Although I will say, to your point, he was rapping on this one.
Yeah, he was
trying.
He
definitely was trying. But I didn't think it was bad. It is sad that I look at Travis releases as like what sneakers are coming out. And even then I think the Travis, and I asked you that before, I think the Travis releases from Nike might be a little bit too much now. It's just too many.
That model he's got, I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not here for that.
I haven't copped any Nikes like at all. Like I haven't been looking at the sneakers app, man. Mm-hmm. Like they kind of dead to me.
Really?
Until they do right.
They do. What didn't they give you? Let me start there.
I can't remember. It was so long ago, man. Like and it was continual L's. Like I just kept taking L after L after L, and then Adidas came through, blessed me with 4 pair. I'm like.
They gotta get rid of that stock, man. That's the thing. Like they gotta.
I'll take it. No problem.
Yeah, I know, because they're releasing things that have been on the radar from people for a while. I know when you hit the turtle doves, because you got those, right? Or the black ones.
I got the Pirate Blacks. Yeah.
Pirate Blacks. Okay. So yeah, I know you've been eating on those. But I don't know, man. I haven't got anything from Nike either. And I told Shrita the other day. Actually, it was like 2 days ago. I said, listen, something got to give. I haven't got a package in a minute, and something's got to give. I don't know what I'm gonna get. It may be multiple. It may be one. I don't know. But just know Dad has not got any sneakers in a little bit. And it needs to happen. It's got to happen.
Listen, you got a birthday coming right up, man.
I do, but it's not close enough. That's October. Okay? We got a couple months to go. I haven't got it. I'm trying to think. The last pair of shoes wasn't even this year, man. It's got to happen. But anyways, on topic of the Travis album, what do you think about the Drake diss that was on there? He talked about Pharrell and Pusha T.
I thought this and Pharrell was kind of whack. It's like Pharrell got to do with any of this, man. Like,
right.
That's weird.
Like
and to be
the
bringing
promo
it up
I
now,
saw.
It's been so long, man. What you doing? Dissing Pusha T, bro? Like, I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Well, Push has been silent. He didn't release a diss to Jim Jones, although I don't think that Jim Jones was a worthy opponent. But Drake saying something. To me, it shows that diss, was it Adidon, whatever the name of it. I think that one, Adidon. That diss is still living rent free inside Aubrey's head. Yeah. But I mean, to say that, because remember they were saying that the Adidas he stepped on his Adidas rollout too. So maybe it'll be for life, man. Because I still find it weird that that Drake and Meek are in a good place, and they can. Because I would thought that back to back and all that stuff, like that was a death blow to Meek. I still think that was the end of Meek Mill's career.
It never did quite get back to where it was.
Yeah.
Even though he had a good album after that Championships or whatever, that was a pretty good album.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But then he came out with that other one that was purely bizarre, and he hasn't been the same since. Like I started thinking, like, is Meek an NPC, man? Like some of his actions, I'm just like, something about it just seems off.
I'm gonna ask you, like a real question. When's the last time you've even heard a Meek Mill verse?
I think you've asked me this before, and I'm gonna give you the same answer I think I gave last time. I don't remember. And
you know what I'm saying? Not an album, not a song, just a Meek Mill verse. A feature, anything?
No, I don't remember any. You're right. I don't know why. Why is that the case? Why hasn't he not done anything?
I don't know if bro raps anymore at this point.
Well, I remember he put that album out. We were singing and stuff, and everybody quickly turned on that. Like, this ain't it. We don't want this from you.
Yeah, I ignored that. I missed that one.
I tried to. I listened to it. I was like 2.5 songs in. I turned it off. That Philadelphia Eagle meme with the dude taking the headphones off, that coach. That's how I felt, and I never went back to it. And I try to avoid putting stuff on message boards, but I almost typed it up to him like, listen, don't do this ever again. You're letting me down. And you can't go to more Philadelphia Eagle games. Like, I'm tired of it, bro.
I'll give you a day long pass. Don't ever do this again. Oh, man. Yeah, I think Meek might have quietly retired from rap, man. I don't think he wants to do it anymore.
I think you might be right, man. I think that might be the best thing for him if he's going to keep making music like that. Just rap. I don't even see, like, the fall of MMG was one of that was just epic. I don't know why. I know the answer, which is the business, but, like, the male crews don't ever make it. Oh, no, I'll take that back. G-Unit made it. It just got old, stopped rapping. But, like, MMG was hot as fish grease at one point. You had Wale, Ross, and Meek Mill. And then it was like Ross is the only one that kept making good music. And it was like, we don't know what Wale did. He kind of just, Wale
he never started making good music.
Stop. Here we go. No, I'm not gonna let you do that.
I heard Shine. Hey, listen, you can pull that album up. You can tell me.
We talked about that. That album was bad. We reviewed it actually. It was very bad. But then he came out with
that was actually one of my greatest clip arts. That's one of the greatest clip arts I ever made, man.
Yeah. But he did come back with the I'm gonna find it now too. It was the one that came out. Oh, Forlorn 2, but that was in 2021. So that was okay.
Sound like it was probably trash.
That was not trash. That one was pretty good. You said it was pretty good. I think we talked about it. I
remember he had a song. He was like talking about like Martin and Malcolm or whatever. Now I thought that was pretty cool. That's the last song I heard from Wale, man. Wale's not a rapper anymore either.
Yeah, I don't know. Music. I think rap music is too microwavy right now, and
it's way too accessible.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem. All right, man. What else you got? You got anything else?
Oh man, do we have anything else to talk about? No, I don't. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Prayers to Bronny. I gotta set one up for the boy Bronny, man. Like I hope everything work out all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. However it pans out, you're gonna be all right, young boy. But yeah, I mean that does suck.
Right. Yeah, no, too. When you sent me that story, I definitely was like, what? I had to do a double take about it. But I think they look into the research, man. A lot of these energy drinks and some of these young folk, because I know when Khalees came home, she's like, Dad, can you buy me some Prime? And I was like, absolutely not. I did my research on what it was. And these energy drinks, I think, are messing with people's hearts, man. Like, I stopped drinking them a while ago for that very reason. Yeah, but it could be.
What you need all this energy for?
Man, I'm tired. That's why. I'm tired. They got me on the grill.
What she need all this energy for?
No, I don't. I'm trying to get
caffeine. What Khalees need all this energy for?
Well, she didn't want it for that. It was marketed because they have a version that's not energy drinks. It's like just Prime. But see, the thing is, it's actually something in Congress right now. Not to get too washed, but there's something in Congress because there's a version of Prime that's not energy drink, but like the ones that are caffeine based are like one of the highest concentrated
like 6 times the
levels.
Caffeine.
Exactly.
Like
so
crazy.
as a kid, they're asking their parents for Prime, and some parents are doing their due diligence of looking up the difference between the two and buying little Johnny, the 600 milligram caffeine bomb, and wondering why he ain't going to sleep in 3 days. And that's the problem. And it's highly addictive. But Nah, Kalisha's wanted the other one, but I didn't buy her either, so it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no. Listen, drink some water.
Yeah, exactly. Just some water, and you get one squirt of a Mio, like Uncle
Mio.
Kevin gave your dad that one day. One squirt. I still never gave you for that either.
Hey man, listen. I know how you was gonna want yours, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because ain't nothing water.
Nah, the worst thing in the world is when you give somebody something, they be like, "Oh man, it's so sweet." You be like, "Bruh, it's too late now." Like, you know what I'm saying? It's already together, brother.
Wasted your drink mix. Nah, I'm gonna tell you, I'll never forget you on that pod. I was looking, man, and yours was just dark. You had that dark Hennessy bottle of liquor. You know, and mine was that good Patron. You know, that light hue. You know, like, man, what's up, man? This like wine don't taste right. You know.
I gave the recommended serving. You know what I'm saying? You know, I stuck right down. Yeah, I followed the directions, man. I gave you the recommended serving. But I know the recommended serving ain't that great.
See, you knew you supposed to hook me up, man. Supposed to hook me up.
Hey, that's what I figured, man. Listen, if I don't put enough in, we can add more, but I can't take none out. Yeah.
I had to drink it. I looked over at you at one point like,
hey, listen, we can pause on all that.
Smacking your lips, yours is drinking good. Yeah, like, yeah, this is good, dude.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling too. I'm like, man, I'm like, man, this is my jam. You know what I'm saying? It's my favorite flavor, bro. Yeah, listen, we pause this boy, no problem. Man, we get you some more Mio, ain't no problem.
That's funny. All right, man. Let's get the heck up out of here. But yo, we the people listening here.
This Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This was the Games Music Life podcast, episode 310. Drink more water, people. Peace.
Peace.